Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you things that I wish I knew before I started making beats and posting them online. So the number one thing is enjoy the come up, enjoy the process, enjoy the highs and the lows, the times where you're not getting many sales or getting artists on your beats. It's all part of the process, and personally that's what I find the most fun, the constant chase of getting more and more. If you achieve your goals and then set higher goals and then you achieve those, I just want more and more, and it's so addictive. And I feel like you can only truly understand that once you start and once you get those bits of success here and there, and then you just want more, and that's what motivates me the most. And think of it as like a video game. You have to go through different stages and then you win something and then you want the next thing. And it's only fun because it's not easy to get straight away. And again, everything I'm saying is just from my personal experience. It might be different for everyone. Everyone has a different journey. So second thing, which is kind of going off my first point, you will learn the most just from practice and personal experience. You can be told a million times and hear different stories of how people have done it and have been successful and how you should post your beats online, what you should do, but really you just have to try yourself. And starting can be the hardest thing, definitely, because I remember I watched so many tutorials. I thought I needed to learn absolutely everything before I actually started, but when you start, that's when you learn the most. You need to see what works for you and just run with that, and then try something new and see what works best, what you enjoy the most. And I feel like it's easy to say, oh, you'll learn the most from when you start and practice, but when I was watching tutorials, the things that these producers were saying I couldn't relate to because it hadn't happened to me yet, or I didn't know what they meant. I look back at the videos that I used to watch and now I'm seeing it from a different point of view because I've gone through the stuff that they've been saying. And even just 3 years ago around this time was when I was learning, and it's what can happen in 3 years is crazy, and that's why you should just never stop, because you never know when that turning point is going to be. But then also there might not be that turning point. It was very gradual for me. There wasn't really a point where it just went crazy or like success overnight. For most people that's the case as well. It's not going to be overnight, and if you're not prepared to put the work in and just ride it out, then it's not for you. But some people do have success overnight. And producers, it's not easy, especially like me, when I didn't know a single person, I didn't have any connections. I've been doing it all from my room still to this day. So you just have to keep going. Something I always say to people, just keep going. So another really important point is don't make beats to impress producers. People think they need to make crazy, interesting, complex beats, and if it's complex then that shows your skill, but simple doesn't mean lack of skill or bad. This was something that took me a while to understand, but when you post beats online and you have to just churn them out because you're posting every day, it makes you stop overthinking. You're not making beats for producers to use. You need to make beats with the artists in mind, because they're your customers. They're who are going to want to use your beats. So don't care what other producers say. If they say, oh, this is such a simple beat. How many big songs have there been where the beats have been so simple? That's all I hear, and you hear so many big producers say they're shocked that the artist has picked their most simple beat or beats that they don't like, and those have been their biggest songs. So you never know, and I think posting beats on YouTube allows you to stop overthinking, because you just have to get that beat and post it for the day if you post every day. And I posted so many beats. Most of my beats you can listen. I have over 900 beats posted. I don't like majority of them, but I just thought, I've made it, I'm going to post it. It's either going to collect dust on my laptop and stay on my laptop and never be heard by anyone, or I can post it online. If at least one artist likes it, then so what? There's always going to be someone who's going to like your beat. The biggest thing is not being too harsh on yourself and just post. It is different when you're trying to get in the industry and work with artists like in person and stuff. Be open to all feedback. I used to send my beats in for beat critiques, like where producers were just doing them on Instagram, and they'd say, they were doing a live stream and they'd say send in beats, and there was this one producer that was with an artist, and he wanted people to send in beats for the artist and then he'd give feedback. So I sent in my beat and then instantly he stopped playing it and he was like, this is why the artist wouldn't like it, it's too simple, blah blah blah. And the artist was like, no, keep playing that, I like it. And then he played it and then he was like, no, save that one. So it just shows that producers listen to beats differently than artists, and beats are not meant to be listened to on their own. The missing piece is the artist and their vocals. Again, that's a really good mindset to have. And people on YouTube are looking for beats to freestyle on and just simple beats, so rather than beats that switch up all the time, because then that will like ruin their flow. All my most popular beats are my most simple and repetitive. You can go on my channel, look at the ones that I posted, go on to most popular. I've had 7 that have had over 100,000 views, and they're all basic, like they're nothing crazy. I didn't think much of them. I didn't post them and think, yeah, that one's gonna blow up. Like my top one has 450k views, and go listen to it. The quality is not great. I mean, that was the skill that I had at the time and that's what I posted. But imagine if I didn't post that beat. You know, I didn't make it thinking I love that, I'm gonna post it. I posted it thinking I've got no other beat for the day, I need to get one up. So imagine if I didn't do that. At the end of the day, just make what you like and there are no rules. And again, going off of that point, I do recommend posting beats that you don't like. If you know it's basically unusable and it's literally terrible, then I don't recommend posting that. But producers are very hard on themselves. I post majority of my beats that I don't like, and those are just the ones that do well. You hear so many producers say that their artist picked my least favorite beat, so just post it. Next thing I wish I knew, which I kind of did know, but consistency. I say that word probably in every video, and you hear every video saying that word, and I've already made a video on how I grew my type beat channel and I broke down my monthly analytics and how many views I got and stuff, so I'll link that in the description. I recommend posting every day, or at least every other day. If you're not prepared to do that from the start, then good luck to you. Consistency doesn't just mean like quantity, it means posting the same type beat at the same time every day, so people know when you're going to post. And that has helped me, probably has led to about 80% of my success on my type beat channel. I've got 2 type beat channels actually. I've been lacking on the second channel. The main channel, I haven't stopped going on about it, but I posted it every single day for 2 years and didn't miss a single day. And now I post like a couple times a week because I'm now making these videos and I want this to be my priority. But literally every day beats, you just have to churn them out, spam YouTube with the beats. And the algorithm now is like favoring newer, smaller channels, so just get in there, just post every day. People think I post the same beats again, but my beats are very similar. They will be similar. I've got literally 900 and something beats, so how can they all sound completely different when you're making one type beat? They will gradually improve and evolve, and if you want to switch type beat, then do that. Try out different ones. Anyway, I'm not going to speak on that too much because I've already done a whole video on it, but I will do lots more videos like this because I have so much to say and so much that I feel like I've learned. And this is all I've ever wanted to do, is now help people through going through it myself. Study my channel, you know, it's free. That's also another tip that I really recommend. Just study other people's channels. It's there, it's like a case study, it's free research. Just look at what has worked for people, scroll far down, see the early videos that they were posting and see how they changed their type beat or what beats have done better, and then just study channels. That has helped me a lot. I used to do that a lot. Lastly, you need to reach out to artists at the beginning. They're not going to come to you unless you're already known. But if you're not known at all and you've just started posting beats on YouTube and you have 10 subscribers, how are you going to expect to get loads of views? I know it's annoying and it's upsetting. You feel like you're putting so much effort and time into posting these beats. You're posting every day. You're not seeing any results. You're not getting any artists hitting you up. You're not getting any sales. And people stop after that point because it's so demotivating. You could have the best beats in the world, but if you're not able to market them and get them out there and get as many people to listen to them as possible, then you're not going to get any sales or people wanting to work with you. So go on Instagram. I can do a separate video how I was getting sales. My first like 50 sales were from me reaching out to hundreds of artists on Instagram. And you just have to do that again, every day consistently. It all comes back to consistency. And also the biggest and hardest thing to learn as well is that so many artists will steal your beats, and that's another story for another day, and you will experience that, and it's horrible, but it's just the reality. There's going to be artists that you'll send beats to on Instagram and they're not going to want to pay. At the beginning, if you need to get artists on your beats, you'd rather get an artist on your beat for free than no artist at all, because he can tell his, or they can tell their friends about you, and then the word spreads, and that's how I've had a lot of my sales. A lot of people been hitting me up saying, oh, I heard you made this beat for my friend, you know, let's work. So it's all about networking, and it's easy to network online because it's just, you can speak to more people, get hold of people from all around the world. Like, I literally don't work with any UK artists, it's mainly just American really. So just reach out to artists and get them on your beats. I could talk all day about this, so I've got plenty more videos I can do, but if you enjoyed it, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Lollypopbeatz, TikTok is the same. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched to the end, then well done. See ya.